And so it's really frightening to achieve your goals. And like I had Sherry Franklin, I may show Sherry Franklin today, or you've seen her, I'll bring her on soon. And she always asks me, I want to achieve more goals, and I always ask her, Sherry, what's stopping me from achieving my goals? And she basically said, you're afraid, you don't believe. And it's hard to believe in things that are beyond of your level of success, or your level of education, or your level of belief about your ability. If you live in a house that's $100,000, worth about $100,000, it takes a lot of belief that you can get a house that's worth $1 million. And if you won the lottery and got the $1 million, the $10 million, and you had the $1 million house, you went from a $100,000 house to $1 million house, you may lose that house because your consciousness is not ready to maintain and entertain and really run $1 million house. So we have what we have because that is really our state of our consciousness. Everything we have, everything we've done is a reflection of our consciousness. If we had better education, born to a better neighborhood, or whatever, we'd be different people. If we were born in an Islamic country, we may be following Islam. We live in a Christian country, so most people are Christian. Do you understand? We are all products of our environment. But that's, trying to go beyond our current status, our current belief, is a real challenge. It's like this show. I talked too long. I didn't want to talk this long, but I can't help it. It's like this show. People say, oh, Mark, your show has gotten weak. You've changed. You're not Mark X no more. You're not the radical you used to be. Well, like I tell people, I've told you this before. I started this show when I was 29. I'm 45 now. Come on, I can't do the same show I once did. And people have told me directly and indirectly, if you get away from all that Afrocentric stuff, you get away from that African American, if you will, black nationalist mumbo jumbo, as they call it. If you become a race neutral Negro, you could have gone very far. You can go far now if you just be more homogenized. Okay, all right. And if don't care about your people being marginalized, you just be homogenized and you'll be rewarded in this society. Okay, and you are rewarded if you're African American, which I am, and if you're a race neutral Negro, you're like, I love everybody. Everybody's the same. If you talk that stuff, you will be rewarded. But if you tell the truth, and that's what I've tried to do on this show, and I'm going to give you some truth later on this show, the powers that be and the masses their masses are afraid, and the powers that be don't like it. But I don't know. We may to achieve my goals. I'm going to talk about this later on this year. To achieve the goals I really want to achieve, I have to say, do I have to sell out, or how much do I have to sell out, or how much I have to tone my rhetoric down to go to the next level. Do I? And like I always, I ask people, I lament, if you will. I tell people, do you have to gain the world? Do you have to lose your soul? Let's say that slow. To gain the world, do you have to lose your soul? Because some people they attain their goals, but they lose their self-respect. They sell out. They hoe. They bend over and take it. Okay. And you ask yourself, is it really worth it? Okay. Let's go to the next episode.